Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank both of you for your testimony and for your service. Ambassador Nichols, I know we've covered a lot of territory at this hearing. I want to underscore some of the issues that have been raised by my colleagues, and then I have a few questions. One, we were, of course, all alarmed by the images of the attacks on democracy in Brazil following Bolsonaro's exit. I understand that you've not commented on the question of whether or not the current government has asked for an extradition of Bolsonaro. I think we probably want to follow up on that question. Deforestation, I know when President Lula came in, he pledged that he was going to reverse the previous administration's policy, which led to just clear cutting and destruction of huge swaths of rainforest. But so far, the numbers don't indicate that they've turned the corner in any way. And so I hope, more than expressing concern, we work with the Brazilians on a strategy going forward. It seems we need a plan, and look forward to following up with you and your colleagues, Mr. Dole, on the plan. My questions are these. Number one, you've referenced a couple times the role Brazil can play in critical minerals. And as you know, we're working to try to develop a partnership among like-minded countries, non-authoritarian countries, to secure a good supply of critical minerals, not just for ourselves, but for all the countries as part of the partnership. What specific role would Brazil play in that effort? Second, and this is a little bit of a follow-on to the chairman's question, Brazil is, of course, the B in the BRICS, along with Russia, India, China, and South Africa. There is going to be a summit in South Africa, I think in August. Could you just talk a little bit about Brazil's role within BRICS and whether they provide a balance to the authoritarian members of BRICS, namely China and Russia? How do you see them balancing those roles? So critical minerals, role in BRICS.
Brazil is a country with important critical mineral resources, and the United States, through the Development Finance Corporation, has promoted U.S. investment in mining in that sector. Brazil is an important producer of automobiles and other technologies that benefit from critical minerals. The supply chain opportunities for both of our countries are enormous. I think that we will see even greater U.S. investment in the sector going forward. I noted earlier that Undersecretary Jose Fernandez will be traveling to Brazil in a couple weeks, and this will certainly be a topic as he also leads the State Department's efforts in the Critical Minerals Initiative. And this I consider a win-win for both countries. With regard to BRICS, President Lula was one of the founders of BRICS and a real power when it started under his first term in office. He has a unique opportunity to talk about the values of democracy and engagement with the other members of BRICS. He has an opportunity to talk about what kind of a world we want to see in the future. Is it acceptable that one country should invade its neighbor just because it's bigger? And I look forward to his engaging on those issues. I know that he will play an important role in the global stage. And this is a time where values matter.
Well, I certainly hope he will do that in partnership with his allies, the United States and others. Obviously, we're not part of BRICS, but I hope he will be that voice at the table, given the other countries who are part of that. So do I understand you to say the DFC has put down an investment with respect to critical minerals in Brazil?
Yes, Senator Van Hollen, twice. Initial investment, and then they increased the investment, and now actually mining operations have begun, and they're producing.
Appreciate it. Thank you.